Hello everyone, and welcome to my SW24 update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Preview of Sister Wives, Meri Brown takes action against Robyn and Kody. Meri Brown has learned to be independent as Sister Wives season 19 draws to a close. She wants to defend herself from Kody and Robyn's vicious manipulative techniques because she knows she can't trust them. See what to expect from tomorrow night's program by watching the preview. Meri Brown and Janelle talk about legal action regarding Coyote Pass. Tomorrow night, when Sister Wives returns to TLC, audiences will see Meri Brown's painful epiphanies. Since I haven't been involved in any conversations, I sent Kody, Robyn, and Janelle an email a while back to start the conversation about the property. I haven't been speaking, I'm not sure whether anyone else has. In a confessional, Meri opens the scenario, saying, "I just wanted to get it going." After, viewers witness Meri and Janelle talking about the property distribution over a video conversation. When we questioned him, he sort of backed down after acting as though he had something going on. "Therefore, I'm not sure what's true," Janelle said during the call. "I don't think that you get to decide what we do with it," she says in her own confessional, adding that Kody has proposed that they split it up in a somewhat strange way that isn't really advantageous to anyone other than Robyn and himself. Regarding Kody, Meri apologized, saying, "You are not the head of my family." It seems to me that Kody and Robyn have a plan for what they want to do and how they want to approach it. I believe Janelle has a plan, and I am certain that I do too. And because we don't trust one another, none of us are communicating with one another. During the call, Janelle acknowledges that she is hiring a lawyer and advises Meri to do the same. Kody's first wife won't allow him to continue to take advantage of her. Meri comes to the conclusion that Janelle was correct after giving the matter some thought. Her best interests were never considered by Kody or Robyn. The reality star said in her own confessional that there has been a lot of confusion surrounding the way that things have been bad in the family, the way that Kody is with me and has been with me for many, many years. I believe that's the reason I'm going to hire a lawyer to guide me through this procedure. For a number of years, I feel like I've kind of sat back and didn't want to cause any trouble. As a result, I haven't brought up many issues. But I'll press the issue right now. As asked, I'll write a lengthy paragraph-long report narrative, mentioning that it's a narrative analysis of a scenario from an early season episode of Sister Wives. To give you the specifics, in Season 2, Episode 6, while they were having a party at Robyn's house, Christine had just arrived with groceries. Kody began yelling at Christine for not having one of the kids assist him while he was plowing Robyn's driveway. "Do you realize you're supposed to have one of the children do this?" he said, to which Christine replied that she was preoccupied with cooking and grocery shopping. Fans have recollected this incident, which has sparked debate on Reddit and other sites regarding Kody's history of treating his wives as inferior and expecting them to take care of the house. It is specifically highlighted how, after Robyn joined the family, Kody elevated Robyn's status by demanding that her home be kept in a better condition while also bullying Christine when things weren't done the way he wanted. Viewers have characterized Kody's actions as bullying and controlling, which reinforced power imbalances and laid the groundwork for subsequent arguments and custody battles that have defined the show. This behavior was seen as representative of the early dynamics in the Brown family, where Kody's preference for Robyn over his other wives became increasingly apparent. Since then, a lot of fans have attacked Kody for his seeming hypocrisy in expecting the wives to handle household chores when he refuses to do so himself or accept responsibility for running the home, instead blaming Christine, who in this case was already overburdened with cooking and shopping duties. In addition, the incident, which happened at Robyn's house during a family get-together meant to impress non-polygamous friends, brings to light the subtle tensions that have always existed beneath the surface of the Brown family dynamic. Kody's management style frequently involved a combination of micromanagement, favoritism, and outright bullying, as evidenced by his outburst of rage when he believed Christine had neglected her household responsibilities. In addition to offering a clear illustration of Kody's domineering and frequently contemptuous behavior toward Christine, the incident sparked more extensive conversations among fans regarding the family's internal structure. Many claimed that Kody's actions demonstrated a conscious effort to exert control over the wives by using trivial household duties as leverage, thus reiterating a system in which the wives were expected to carry out their duties as caregivers and housekeepers without question. The problematic power dynamics that have plagued the show since its inception have been symbolized by this particular episode, which is now remembered by longtime viewers and extensively discussed on online forums. Kody's behavior was not just about the practicalities of shoveling snow or keeping up a driveway, but rather about creating a pattern of behavior that treated his wives as subordinates whose main purpose was to support his lifestyle and uphold a certain image of the family, even if that meant engaging in public humiliation and bullying. In light of the polygamous family life portrayed on Sister Wives, this incident highlights the inherent contradictions in Kody's approach to family management, where his preference for Robyn is displayed in both his speech and the standards he sets for her household. He also uses Robyn's elevated status as a tool to further denigrate and manipulate his other wives, especially Christine, who has long been used as a scapegoat for many of the internal conflicts within the family. Fans of Kody's treatment of Christine have responded to this incident with great outrage and disappointment on Reddit and other social media sites. They have frequently described his behavior as a blatant case of bullying that is a sign of deeper problems in the family structure, including favoritism, a lack of accountability, and a larger culture of control that has caused many arguments and emotional wounds among the wives over the years. While the incident may seem insignificant in the context of the show's dramatic plot, some commenters have pointed out that it is actually a revealing moment that reveals the underlying power struggles and the often unspoken rules that govern the relationships within the Brown household, where some members are expected to bear the burden of domestic duties while others are exempted from them, and where asking for assistance or assigning tasks carries significant implications regarding loyalty, respect, and power dynamics. Fans have cited this particular episode as one of the more memorable scenes from the first few seasons of Sister Wives, and it has since been brought up in conversations about Kody's persistent actions and how he treated Christine. Many have even suggested that it set the stage for subsequent arguments and court cases, especially those pertaining to child support and custody, which have come to recur frequently in the show's plot. Furthermore, some viewers have viewed the incident as a microcosm of the larger problems that polygamous families face in the modern era, where the demands of maintaining a certain image can result in behavior that is both demeaning and ultimately self-destructive, as it alienates important family members and causes divisions that are hard to mend. Traditional gender roles and expectations are frequently at odds with the realities of running a large, complex household in the public eye. In hindsight, the scene where Kody yells at Christine about Robyn's driveway condition has come to represent not only the shortcomings of a man who was prepared to abuse his own wife in order to uphold his domestic standards, but also the structural difficulties of negotiating the intricacies of multiple family life under the onslaught of reality television, where every action, no matter how insignificant, is magnified and analyzed by a critical audience that is both captivated and repulsed by the dynamics at work. Many fans still find the episode to be a touchstone because they remember it as an instance of unvarnished reality that exposed the power disparities and emotional manipulation that have defined Kody's relationships with his wives. These arguments continue to influence current discussions about responsibility, justice, and the true meaning of love and commitment in a family structure that defies social norms. As the show has evolved over the years, bringing with it new conflicts and fresh perspectives on the challenges of polygamy, the memory of that day, when Kody, in a moment of unchecked frustration, publicly bullied Christine over something as mundane as a driveway, serves as a stark reminder of how deeply personal and seemingly insignificant moments can have far-reaching consequences, shaping not only the internal dynamics of the family but also the perceptions of an audience that has come to expect nothing less than raw, unvarnished truth from Sister Wives. Despite the passage of time and the numerous changes that have taken place within the family, this incident remains etched in the collective memory of fans as a defining example of the dysfunction that can arise when power is wielded without empathy, and it continues to provoke strong reactions, with many calling for a re-evaluation of the roles and responsibilities within the Brown household and questioning whether the legacy of such behavior can ever be reconciled with the promise of unity and mutual respect that the show once aspired to represent. Ultimately, the narrative of Kody Brown bullying Christine over Robyn's driveway is more than just a recounting of a single, isolated event. It is a lens through which we can examine the complex interplay of personality, power, and performance in one of the most controversial reality TV families of our time, offering insights into the challenges of balancing public persona with private pain, and inviting us to consider the lasting impact of actions that, while seemingly mundane on the surface, reveal deep-seated issues that continue to shape the lives of those involved long after the cameras have stopped rolling. Below is an extensive, single-paragraph analysis that explores the revelations made by Meri Brown regarding the deep-seated distrust among family members on sister wives. A narrative that not only underscores the emotional and practical fractures within the once tightly knit plural family, but also reflects the ongoing fallout from years of unresolved conflicts, divergent agendas, and failed communication among ex-wives and Kody Brown's current household. In a candid discussion on the show, Meri Brown, who has long been at the center of the family's complex dynamics, revealed that the once familiar bonds among the former sister wives have eroded over time, largely due to a pervasive lack of trust that now permeates every interaction. She recounted a recent video call with her ex-wife Janelle, during which attempts to coordinate on shared family assets, most notably the contentious Coyote Pass property in Flagstaff, Arizona, quickly devolved into bitter disagreements, with each party suspecting the others of harboring secret plans to secure a larger share of the assets, a sentiment that Meri encapsulated by stating, "None of us are talking to each other because none of us trust each other." This revelation is particularly striking given the show's earlier portrayal of the Brown family as a cohesive unit, where the bonds of sisterhood appeared strong enough to weather even the most dramatic disputes. However, as time has passed and the realities of divorce, legal battles, and financial disagreements have come to the forefront, the unity once celebrated on screen has given way to a fragmented network of distrust, with former wives like Meri, Christine, and Janelle increasingly viewing one another, and even Kody himself, with skepticism and resentment. In addition to highlighting her own disillusionment, Meri's commentary offers a more comprehensive analysis of the systemic problems that arise when managing a plural family under public scrutiny, where long-standing emotional bonds are frequently weakened by the demands of court cases, financial strain, and the constant need to assert personal autonomy in the face of a patriarch who, in Meri's opinion, has consistently put his own interests and the wishes of his surviving wife, Robyn, ahead of the well-being and viewpoints of his former partners. The fact that Kody has made important decisions unilaterally, frequently without sufficient consultation or agreement from all parties involved, such as the handling of family property and the division of assets, has further eroded trust and created an environment where each woman is left to fend for herself in a setting that was once marked by shared responsibility and mutual support. According to Meri, the breakdown in communication and the ensuing mistrust have gotten to the point where even straightforward conversations about money, like the sale of Coyote Pass, have turned into arenas for long-standing grievances and unfulfilled expectations. She recalled that an email exchange meant to start a cooperative dialogue instead revealed Kody's belief that he alone had the authority to decide what to do with the family's assets, leaving her feeling betrayed and marginalized as she adamantly said, "Sorry, you are not the head of my family," a statement that captures the growing sentiment among the former sister wives that it is time to regain their independence and pursue legal action to safeguard their own interests. Meri's revelations also come at a time when themes of disintegration and isolation are increasingly dominating the show's plot, with Kody's remaining union with Robyn standing in stark contrast to the broken relationships among his ex-wives, and where past promises of loyalty and togetherness have been replaced by a pervasive sense of disillusionment and mistrust. Meri acknowledged in her confessional that she had chosen to keep quiet and avoid conflict for years in an effort to keep the peace, but the cumulative effect of repeated betrayals and unilateral decisions finally forced her to face the fact that true reconciliation was impossible when trust had been so thoroughly damaged. Meri and her fellow ex-wives have taken the drastic step of consulting with lawyers in order to protect their rights, a move that not only shows their lack of faith in informal family communication, but also their recognition that the traditional methods of resolving disputes have given way to a more contentious, litigious approach. The impact of this mistrust goes beyond personal grievances. as it has started to affect practical matters like legal negotiations over property division and the management of shared financial obligations. Meri Brown's open admission of the profound mistrust that permeates the inner circle of the Brown family essentially gives viewers a sobering look at the true cost of upholding a plural family structure in the modern world, where the principles of solidarity and support for one another are constantly undercut by the realities of human ambition, legal necessity, and the irresistible pull of individual self-interest. In the end, the story depicts a family that was once praised for its tenacity and unorthodox bonds, but is now plagued by disintegration and a growing chasm of suspicion. This is a story that appeals to viewers who have watched Sister Wives for its unadulterated depiction of the intricacies of love, loyalty, and the quest for identity in a world where trust is the most brittle of currencies.